The call came at 2:47 a.m. Dr. Harrison barely had time to wipe the sleep from his eyes when he heard the voice on the other end of the line. Soft, trembling, desperate. Is there anything at all you can do to save him? He had heard it before. That kind of fear, the raw panic in an owner's voice. But something about this one, something was different. Dr. Harrison didn't know it yet, but he was about to perform the most expensive pet surgery of his career. This wasn't just any dog. This was Thor, a 5-year-old Tibetan Mastiff. Not just rare, but worth over $150,000. His owner? A Silicon Valley millionaire. A man who had already spent tens of thousands on Thor's diet, training, and even a custom-built orthopedic dog bed. But tonight, money wasn't the issue. Time was. Thor had been hit by a luxury sports car outside his owner's private estate. A brutal impact. His spine was shattered. A lung had collapsed. Internal bleeding was rapidly spreading. The injuries were catastrophic. The kind that most vets wouldn't even attempt to fix. Dr. Harrison knew the truth. No amount of money could guarantee survival. But he also knew this owner. This wasn't a pet. This was family. The estimate? $100,000. And even then, there were no guarantees. The owner didn't even flinch. Do whatever it takes. Within minutes, the hospital went into full emergency mode. Surgeons were flown in from across the country. A custom titanium spinal implant was designed in 3D, printed overnight. Blood transfusions were sourced from a specialized canine donor program at $5,000 per bag. And then the real fight began. For 14 hours straight, a team of top-tier veterinary surgeons worked on Thor's body. One wrong move, and he wouldn't make it off the table. Every second that passed, the owner sat in the waiting room, barely breathing, staring at his phone, watching his bank account, watching the charges pile up. $12,000 for the emergency response team, $25,000 for the spinal surgery, $18,000 for ICU care, $45,000 for rehabilitation. But here's the shocking part. There wasn't even the most expensive case they had seen. There was Luna, a purebred Persian cat that underwent a $120,000 kidney transplant. A billionaire's falcon that received a $150,000 beak reconstruction after a brutal accident. Even a Great Dane in Dubai that had a $200,000 full limb replacement. The world of ultra-rich pet healthcare is something most people can't even imagine. Private jets for emergency vet visits. Custom prosthetics built in top-secret research labs. Experimental stem cell therapy to regenerate dying organs. Cryogenic freezing of pet DNA, in case they want to clone them later. Yes, you heard that right. There are pet owners today who are literally cloning their dogs, so that if one passes away, they can have an identical genetic copy reborn. For them, money is never a factor. But Thor wasn't out of the woods yet. 48 hours after surgery, his heart nearly stopped. An infection, a rapid drop in blood pressure, a moment where everything nearly collapsed. The team scrambled to keep him alive. For a moment, it looked like the end. His owner was called back in, told to say his goodbyes. But then, something miraculous happened. A tiny twitch in Thor's front paw, and then his tail. His vitals stabilized. Over the next few months, Thor went through a recovery process that cost more than most people's college tuition. Daily hydrotherapy in a custom-built pool. Acupuncture sessions that ran $500 an hour. A personal rehabilitation specialist who lived with Thor 24/7. Slowly, he learned to stand again. He learned to walk. And one day, he ran. The owner spent well over $100,000. And the craziest part? Even if the bill had been $500,000, he would have paid it. Because in the world of luxury pet health care, the love for an animal has no price tag.